This is YouTube Joseph WM, human ancestors from the origin of life to today. We're beginning. Yes, alright. Let's begin. So far on our journey, we've traveled from the origin of life to the emergence of mammals. Now we're gonna watch as different mammal lineages continue to diverge over the course of the Cretaceous period. Now mammals are living in the shadows of the dinosaurs. They have been since the Jurassic, or believe the Triassic, and shadows of the dinosaurs and the ever archosaurs. Anyway, first of all, we have Jeremiah, which lived about 160 million years BCE, which was most likely the last common ancestor of all Farians. It diverged into common ancestor of all Metatherians. Around this, all Eupharians and Metatherians. It diverged into common ancestor Eupharians. Shortly after, in Metatherians, with good Eomania, I know I showed this animal in the last episode. I think it was actually a Eupharian, not an early mammal. Unlike last time I made a mistake. It lived in the early Cretaceous and was 8 inches or 20 centimeters long and lived in what is now China. I think so did the first our Metatherian relatives also lived in China. And then also then what came next was hold on. And then in the early, this was around 125 million years BCE. The first true placental mammals appeared by 67,300,000 BCE. And probably a little bit earlier. Probably more like over 100 million years BC. And they were shrew-like. We don't know which species it was in particular. They diverged into two clades. Elantogenarda, which lived in Gunwala, and would eventually diverge into the xenarthrans, the sloths, anteaters, and armadillos, and Afrotherian, which would become elephants, hyraxes, manatees, dugongs, aardvarks, tenrecs, and their relatives. And then also Boreophilia, which would diverge into the Laurasiophilia, which would include carnivores like dogs, cats, bears, hoof mammals, the odd-toed hoof mammals, rhinos, horses, tapirs, and their extinct relatives. Dogs, cats, bears, and other carnivores. Even-toed hoof mammals would later include like camels, pigs, hippos, cow, and bovids. Deer, their relatives. Sorry, just ignoring noise you hear in the background. And pangolins, bats, cetaceans, which include whales, dolphins, and porpoises. Also hedgehogs, moles, shrews, solenodons and their relatives, and desmostylons, and their relatives. On one hand, on the other hand, they would diverge into hold on, the Euconogridae. So I don't know if I'm saying that right, which we'll talk about more next time. Anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share this video on any platform, and subscribe. Any platform like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Dailymotion, Discord, Quora, Twitch, Snapchat. I don't care which platform you use, as long as you share this video, spread in all my other videos. Also, please vote my community posts for which one you would like to see about one video about the evolution of elephants, or a whole in-depth series. Also, I plan on making a channel membership and Patreon. I'll explain them in an upcoming video. I'll make a whole other video about that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, as I said. Anyway, bye. Oh, wait.